So continuing on with the AYRx training, we're doing the upper body. We're going to remove the swing and put it behind us, and then just use the leg loops by themselves, standing in the center of the mat. So arms and shoulders we're working together. We can't really separate them out, but I like to use the bottom of the leg loops in the center as a nice strong grip. And we're going to practice coming into some strengtheners first, our push-ups. So really important to get into the ergonomics, right? So we lead with the hips, the head stays in line with the body, and then I'm dipping. I have to pull the hands in tight towards the center line, and then press, 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 come to stand. So press the back of your head into an invisible wall, lead with your chest, gaze up the whole time, and then squeeze the hands down towards the ground to come back up. So it's on a diagonal the whole time. So go ahead and do a couple more. Push up, and then press, 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 and lift. That's it. Doesn't that feel different? All right, push up, and then squeeze the hands towards one another and down. It's really helpful to pull the energy towards the center line to get a nice, clean push-up. Most people will show you how to do it wrong, leading with their head, dropping their hips back, and then trying to push straight down. Okay? So this is totally different, and of course it's preparing us for our superfly sequence too. So my hands don't go wider than the shoulders ever, the shoulder joints. We stack, and then you bend the elbows, lead with the chest, and then press, 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 come to stand. Beautiful. Let's try that again, adding a forward lunge. Pick up your left foot, step it as far forward as you can. So again, press the back of your head into that invisible wall, and then we're going to press and lift. Come on back down. Nice and slow and controlled. Press and lift, and then come on back down. Keep the hands in tight. Press and lift. That's it. See, it's all kinds of challenging because it's called an open chain movement, right? There's a lot of wobble or wiggle there. And then press and lift. Come all the way up. Let's try the other side. So these are supposed to be challenging. If they're challenging, you're in the right place. Step the right foot forward all the way. Hands directly underneath the shoulders and tighter, tighter. Yes. And then press and lift. Try to squeeze the hands towards one another. Come on down. Keep the head back. Yes. Press and lift. There you go. And come on down. That's it. Gaze up. Press and lift. That's it. Really good. You guys feel how strong those are? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now if we wanted to do one more round of that, strengthening and lubricating the joint, we're going to come back to the left foot stepping all the way forward into a lunge, and then arms are going to come up over the head. Okay, we're going to do tiny little pulses like we did in the shoulder sequence, where we're going to straighten both legs. So keep the head lifted, gaze up, and then make sure that you're pressing your arms down, as well as letting the chest step, right? So inhale, lengthen. Exhale, press the straight leg. Inhale, lengthen. And this time we're going to press all the way back. Yep, that's it. And then step with the right. So it's just pulse, press, and lower. That's it. Much better with the alignment. Very good. Press and lower. Press. And then all the way back up to stand. Okay, so watch, you don't have to do this one, but watch when we bring all those pieces together. So I'm going to step and press, step and press. Only when the shoulders are ready can we press and hold. Okay, one more. So just watch. Press, step and press, step and press. Really challenging. We just pull all those pieces together, but we want to make sure we have the alignment and the strength, so that way we're not wobbling and falling all over the place. We're not straining the joints. We're using that perfect alignment. The hands never go wider than the shoulders. That's the part. People go like this, right? Tight towards the center line. Beautiful, guys. Okay, let's come into our marching. We can do this together. Come in. Use the alignment every time. So from our push-up, we're going to come right into shoulders. Keep lifted. Right, and squeeze together. That's right, we're out on a diagonal. The first thing we're going to do, keep pressing the hips forward, just pick up the knee. Pick up the knee. Now this is really challenging if you actually do it like ergonomically, the way that I won't say correctly, but choosing to do it. Okay, so even this, pressing the hips forward and lifting, is really challenging, right? Nice. And we're actually, can you feel that little pulse in the shoulders as we pull down? Yeah, so that's all we need to do there to get the pull. Nice. So let's pick up the left, and then we're going to extend into a warrior three. Beautiful. And then squeeze, and then extend. Press the hips forward the whole time. Squeeze, and then extend. Nice and strong. Squeeze, extend. Beautiful. That foot comes down, second side. Squeeze the right knee in, and extend, looking up the whole time. Squeeze, and extend. Nice. Squeeze, extend. Nice. Squeeze. All right, come on back to center. Let's slide into our elbow hang. Let's flex so the hands are nice and high. Feet are wide. We call it wide center on the mat. So wide into the edges of the mat. Okay. Now, we've already done so much work with the shoulders here, so we're not going to do a whole lot. But we can do our whole elbow hang sequence from here. That's perfect, Selena. So don't come down nearly as far. Let the leg loops be higher up. But the hands, yep, just where they are. But no, that was perfect. I was saying that was good. Okay. And then you're leading with your chest. So hands up even higher if you can, like that. Okay? Does it feel all right? Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to slide into a wrist wrap. And when we slide into a wrist wrap, we're not going to come into clearance yet. What I want to do is see what it feels like to press forward. Okay? So wrist wrap, press forward. Go ahead and come on back, forward fold. Wrist wrap, press forward. So strong arms, pressing forward with the hips. That's it. And then come on back again. And press forward. Since we already did so many, we're not going to do peppermint patty from the elbow hang. We're going to switch it up. Okay, so then what we're going to do is we're going to skip our clearance and we're going to come up to stand. This clearance isn't necessarily for the arms. That's for fun. We're going to come around behind us and get into, I like it when my leg loops are one up, just a little higher. It's really a personal choice, so adjust them if you want to be higher. We're just going to finish up with our TRX move. So now that we did our push-ups, let's start working on our pull-ups. So standing at the back of the mat, swing in front of us. We're not going to use the swing. I'm going to use a wrist wrap, and I grab. So once I come into my wrist wrap, I'm going to lean back, drop my hips. So I just pause here to stretch the back. It just feels good. And even if we didn't want to go too far, we could just roll our shoulders down the back and do a few undulations like that. So you don't even have to go far. You're just rotating the shoulders around like a wheel and getting that stretch, which feels really nice. So from there, we're going to roll the shoulders down the back. Then we bicep curl. Press back and then arch and lift. So we're arching the entire time, and then when we sink down, then we can round in, okay? So bicep curl, roll your shoulders down your back, arch and lift, arch the whole time, that's it. And then make sure your hands are in really tight, like before. Lower back down, stay arched until you hit the ground, and then you can round in, okay? Roll the shoulders down the back, arch and lift and pull, and come to stand. Now if you want to stay up and pulse, this is a nice way to get the upper body strength. Make sure you're leading with your chest. And then when you're done, come all the way up. Really strong practice. So that was arms and shoulders. Finishing up the AYRx for the upper body.